You have these big goals, big dreams, but yet you keep yourself around people who don't even understand what you talk about. They are not motivated. They don't seem to have any calling. They don't seem to want much. They don't seem to deliberately place themselves in uncomfortable places, get themselves out of the box they've placed themselves in, and go on this journey. You realize either you are on, or you have to be on, or you're currently on, or just walk the straight line. It's part of the journey to want to hold on to people you've known. It is part of the realizations that you're going to have, that you have to disassociate from people, that you have to form completely new connections, or this is a journey that is going to lead you into solitude for who knows how long. But it is necessary. You'll realize that over time. You will realize that you'll either want to have them walk with you. Yeah, you can do this. We can do this. Or you're so talented in this. Why don't you just try? You'll try bargaining with people to rise up. You'll carry them on your back until you realize either your progress is slow, or you realize that they do not have the vigor you have. You'll realize they're draining you of your own energy. You'll realize that they actually do not believe in you. Why? Because you've been stuck together in that murky past that you're getting away from, where the dreams are not too big, the visions not too big, what they think they can achieve, just the regular. Your dreams are so huge, sometimes you even wonder, how am I going to get there? But somehow in your heart, deep down, you know there's an intuitive feeling. It's almost like you can touch it, and at the same time you know that it's going to take some hell out of some hard work. So you cannot depend on people who have not walked the journey, who are not interested in walking the journey, because how are you going to derive wisdom? How are you going to derive strength? How are you going to derive support? Because what is the purpose of being around some people if you're not going to get something from them? It's unconditional friendship and love. Family, it is all unconditional. You may be told. But when you people are just maybe hanging around, what is the exchange there? There has to be something that is bringing you people together. It is not unconditional. They tell good stories. They're fun to be around. Hey, they're so high. I like their vibe. What is that? If it's not physical, if it's not monetary, then even energy is currency. So are you going to be around people who cannot even, to the smallest denominator, energy, give you some good energy, support, verbal? It doesn't even need money. Are you going to keep yourself around people that you cannot gain anything from? And that's how brilliant minds get stuck, because they can't let go of the past. You're so brilliant, and trust me, they know it. They know it. They know once you fully realize yourself, you actualize yourself, and that's it. You're not going to be seen there. And so they won't really give you what you need, the support you need, the encouragement you need. They won't really go that far. They won't. Majority of people who are stuck will want you to be stuck with them, so that they defer the pain of being stuck to you. They look at you and all your potential, and they soothe themselves on account of your own stuckedness. True connections will want you to rise together. True friendships, true relationships will want you to rise as well. If I want you to rise, you should also want to rise. We should be a team. No one is here to leech off of one another, because sometimes things get hard. So when things get hard, am I going to carry you on my back, and then when things get hard for me, you run away? These are the things that, when you start maturing, you realize some things are not conditional. That if you're going to project some kind of energy onto people and the world, that energy has to be reflected back. Now, it is not a must. Meaning, when it is not a must, now I introduce the power of choice. When I introduce the power of choice, it means that now, am I going to keep myself here, or am I going to walk? And then I decide I'm going to walk, because that which I am projecting is not being reflected back. I give other people the freedom to decide what they want to do with themselves, and based on their choices, I decide now what I want to do with myself in this connection. So don't be a fool trying to please everybody, trying to keep everybody around when everybody else is not going out of their way to please you, to support you, to be interested in your craft. Give them the power to decide, and also remain with that power to decide for yourself, and make sure any choice that you make is going to build you. These are one of the greatest tests that life has to offer, because you're going to meet many people in life, and the quality of your life depends on the choices that you make for yourself. Choices that, based upon the structures that you have outlined for yourself and your goals, that they facilitate that. Choices that, according to what you think happiness is, according to what you think friendship, community, love, family, whatever values you have of whatever values you've placed, that the choices are there to continue uplifting your values and everything else that you want out of life. And among the first choices that you have to make is removing yourself from people who are not as ambitious, do not have any sort of vigor, direction in their lives. You may speak once or twice, hey, but if you don't see the enthusiasm, well, at least I tried, and walk. Do not feel guilty. This is your life. Take charge of your life. Something that you never seen.